Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. It should definitely be an interesting day. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name's Josiah and I trade stocks and cryptocurrencies for a living. And if you hate making money, this is not the channel for you. If you want to learn how to use this money printing machine that we know of as the stock markets, crypto markets, be sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. So let's talk about it. We got the SPY's down 0.04% at the moment. It's been bouncing around between about 0.1% down and pretty well flat all morning. Mixture of red and green in my watch list, but of course the story of the day is going to be Jerome Powell coming out and speaking later. Now, I was just reading an article a few minutes ago that said that investors are starting to believe, the overwhelming majority, that he will do a 25 basis point hike. Now, if you've been following me, you already know that's what I've been calling for. I said yesterday I expect him to do a 25 basis point hike. I've been calling for him to do another 25 basis point hike for the last month. However, how he does it, I do believe, is going to determine a lot. The article went on to say that a lot of people, most investors, are expecting a 25 basis point hike, but then expecting him to do nothing more after that. Now, I said in yesterday's video, which if you didn't catch yesterday morning's video, I'd suggest going and checking that out. But I said yesterday that if he comes out and does 25 basis points, but he gets real dovish, that's going to be it. He's kind of throwing in his hands after that the market will probably react positively to this or to that. However, to me, it's a trap because we already know inflation's not beat. We know just a few weeks ago he was talking about he needed to be increasingly hawkish, not dovish, which means more aggressive, not less aggressive. So he said that he needed to be more aggressive. So if he comes out and all of a sudden he's dovish, that tells me that there's more trouble to come. If he's giving up on inflation at this point, that means that there is a bigger problem with the banks and all, and it could mean that the market reacts positively, but there's more trouble to come and we could see a huge downturn in the near future. Now, what I'm actually kind of hoping for in a lot of ways is that he comes out, he does the 25 basis point, and he's consistently hawkish, talking about how the future is going to hold and any more rate hikes that they have planned. And the reason for that is I think that the banking system stuff going on out in the media, I think it's been a media darling. I think it's gotten blown out of proportion. That's what I'm hoping for. And they'll know this. The Fed's going to know this because, of course, they are the banks. So if the Fed knows that this is a few isolated incidents, this is not a widespread kind of thing, then they can afford to continue to be hawkish and know that that's not going to break the whole banking system. So if they come out, they are consistently hawkish the way that they've been on course to be. They give the 25 basis points. They talk about what they're going to do next. Then that would tell me the market will probably react poorly to that news. However, it'll give us a little bit of guidance moving forward and let us know that, this right now is still our biggest issue, the same issue we've been dealing with for over a year, and it'll give us some normalcy to that. So even though the market will react poorly to it, I believe it'll be a short-term downturn with a more extended move up later on. Where, like I said, the other way around, we might get a short pump up, but to me, it would lead into more trouble to come. Now, these are just my thoughts on it. That's how I'm going to be watching the market. I'm going to be listening to him intently this afternoon to see what he says, how he says it, and get a feel on where this market's going. Because, of course, I'm like every other investor out there trying to glean every bit of information that I can to help edge my trades in my favor. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be bringing it to you, letting you know my thoughts on it. As far as today, we're going to be holding those SQQQ calls that we got, see if we get some volatility in the market, maybe the market reacts a little bit, moving up toward 230 this afternoon. See if we can get out of those positions, make some money. Coinbase, we're going to be holding on to those. I'd say we're going to be holding on to those a little bit. I don't necessarily expect Coinbase to crash today, but that's why we bought them so far out, to give those puts time to work. So not necessarily expecting those to move today. If they did, great. If they don't, then we're just going to hold on to those and see where they go. As far as picking up more, I'm not really interested in picking up more because, like I said, I do believe Bitcoin ultimately could be running up to test that 30,000 level. At that point, we could see coin get up over $90. When it gets up over $90, if it does, then I'll look at picking up another position of puts up there. But I'm not interested in anything else down here. I feel good with the position that I have in them, and we're just going to let those ride for the time being. So that's what I got for you. Join me this afternoon. We will definitely be talking about what old Jerome Powell has to say. We'll get ourselves a better picture of where the stock market's going to be going. Crypto as well. They're kind of tied together at this point. Which is why I think as long as crypto's holding up, it's helping hold this market up. If we get some bad news from the Fed, we could see that start to affect crypto as well if the markets start to tank. So we'll talk about it. We'll see what he had to say. I'll give you my opinion on it and what positions I'm going to be looking at taking so that you can go check those out and see if they make sense for you. So until this afternoon, be blessed, and remember, never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers.